Hello there, and a very warm welcome to this Thursday's edition of the program Good Morning Abuja, and it is showing only on the Unity Station NTA Channel 5. I'm your anchor, Deborah Abba Usman, and today's edition of the program promises to be engaging. We're going to inform you, educate you, as we talk about access and effective healthcare delivery in the FCT, as well as how we can properly engage our children during this long holiday that is about to start, and other interesting segments will come your way. And you know how we do it every morning. Let's start with our motivational talk to put us in the right frame of mind.
Today I want to share with professionals, people that have their work, or people that are graduate trainees, you just started working. The sentence I want to share with you is work to learn, not to earn. When you work to learn, later on you will have sufficient knowledge that you'll be paid more than you work. And also for those that are just starting their work, in entering into your careers, for leadership opportunities to be open to you, you need to work more than you are paid, so that later on you'll be paid more than you work. When you work to learn, you acquire knowledge in different facets. You acquire knowledge from experienced people. And what people pay for is the knowledge you have, the value you are able to bring to the table. And the value you are bringing to the table has a link with the knowledge of what you know how to do, which basically is your skill. So when you work to learn, you expand your horizon, and you will definitely earn later on more than you work, because others that work to earn will just keep on working to earn, and the opportunity for them to learn more things will be destroyed. And once that is out of the circle, the system might even outgrow them. So when you work to learn, you end up earning more than you work later on.
Our motivational talk there, and we know we have been well motivated enough to start our day's activities. And talking about today's activities, again, let's go do some exercise to keep our minds, body together.
Get them legs up! Get them legs up! Hey, that jam! Come on! I need you fighting at home. Let's go, y'all! Let's go! Fight for it! Fight for it! Let's go! Extreme cross body! Let's go! Cross! 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 Let's go! Cross! 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 Let's go! Cross! 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 Take it lower! Cross! 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 Last one down! Let's go! Work! 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 Extreme work! Work! Leg curl! Let's go! Y'all better wake up! Get them legs up! What's up, huh? 2 times! Let's go! 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 4 times! 4, 3, 2, switch it up! Come on! Now switch it up! Let's go! Switch it up! 8 times! 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, switch it up! 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 16, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13. Now switch it up! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 6, 5, 4,
A healthy mind, they say, is a healthy body, and we know you are joining to do the exercise, general body exercise with us this morning. And like we always encourage you every morning, make exercise your priority. And now let's take our very first break on the show. When we come back, we have so much for you. Stay with us, please.
Good evening. Glad to have you join us.
Thanks for joining us on Weekly News Wrap.
Thank you very much for having me.
And it is on that note we welcome you to today's edition of the program.
We celebrate creativity, lasting impressions.
There's no book stating that this is the role for men.
On the news.
On the news at 7.
Jama'a barkanmu da wannan
The Unity Station, NTA Channel 5, Abuja.
Would say have a lovely day.
Are you interested in being up to date with the pacey world of sports? Our rebranded Capital Sports is the finest bet for your doing so.
So join us every Thursday live at 3 p.m. on NTA Channel 5 Abuja to talk sports for your viewing pleasure. Remember, you can be a part of this #1 sporting program. Join us on the analysis, views and opinions.
Good to know you are still there with us on the program, and if you're just tuning, you're welcome. Now the long holiday is coming. How better ways can we engage our children to make learning to be more fun to them? We have decided to put together this feature for you so that you can have more ideas on better ways to engage your children.
Holidays are a great time for children to relax, have fun, and learn new things. But sometimes it can be challenging to keep them engaged and entertained. Here are some better ways to engage children during holidays, promoting their emotional, physical, and cognitive development. Let's start with some creative activities that will spark your child's imagination. Arts and craft projects like painting, drawing, or making collages. Do-it-yourself projects like building models or creating jewelry, cooking or baking together, using fun recipes and ingredients. Writing stories or creating comics using their favorite characters. These activities will help develop your child's creativity, fine motor skills, and self-expression. Let's explore some outdoor activities that will get your child moving and exploring. Going on a nature walk or hike, observing plants and animals, playing outdoor games like tag, soccer or frisbee, having a picnic or outdoor enjoying nature and good food. Now, these activities will help develop your child's physical skills, teamwork and appreciation for nature. Visiting museums or science centers, exploring exhibits and interactive displays, learning a new language or skill using online resources or apps, creating a project-based learning experience using real-world examples and applications. These activities will help develop your child's critical thinking, problem solving, and analytical skills. playing board games or card games, promoting social interactions and friendly competition. These activities will help develop your child's emotional intelligence, empathy, and sense of connection. However, the most important thing is to have fun, to be present with your child by engaging them in creative, outdoor, educational, and bonding activities. You'll create lasting memories and promote overall development.
Us to say our goodbyes on the program. As usual, I remain your host the most, Omaride with Erese, and I'll always be here with my bestie.
Je m'appelle Oguntayo Olaniposi Justina.
Speaking French now, from Jordan to Sweden.
Adios.
Excellent tips on how better we can involve our children, especially during this holiday. And to take us further in the discussion of holiday activities, ideas to boost children's creativity and learning, we have an educationist with us this morning who is also the principal Kemford Academy, Gwagwalada. Help us welcome Mrs. Okoro Perpetua to the program.
Thank you.
You are welcome to the program.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
You know, when we talk about how we can better engage our children during these long holidays, it is said that so many schools, they are ready to do more of school activities and they call it holiday. That is the background to which we are going to take up this discussion. Now, tell us the ABC on how we can better involve our children, especially during this long holiday.
Thank you very much, ma'am.
You're welcome.
During this holiday, the children are not allowed to remain idle.
Okay.
Because once they are idle, a lot of things come into their minds. You know, this adage just says the idleness or an idle mind.
Yes, the
devil's
workshop. Yes.
So we don't keep them at home doing nothing. We have to engage them to be more profitable. You know, when the parents are not there at home, so a lot of things happen.
Yes.
Even when we keep them in with our mates or security personnel and all these drivers, a lot of things happen. So to avoid those things, it is advisable that these children be sent back to school to be engaged, to do one or two things that is important to their lives. So we engage them in so many activities. We have different sporting activities which we engage them. Because I know during the holiday actually is a period of rest for them to have rest, but we do some extracurricular activities just to engage them and also have little academics just to keep them at a balance.
Okay. Now, my own worry in this whole situation is you send children back to school for extracurricular activity. Is it like what they were used to before they went on holidays, or you're trying to create another thing that could refresh their mind outside the school curriculum?
Yes.
Okay.
We create another thing outside their minds, and of course outside academics.
Okay.
So things that we interest them, and of course captivate their minds.
Okay.
So We have a lot of packages.
Like
we have sporting activities, different types.
Okay.
We have ballet.
Okay.
We have even taekwondo.
Wow.
So we also have robotics, coding.
Okay.
Also to impact more knowledge into these children. We have bead making. We have tie and dye. We also have dance, music and dance. And also we also have the practice of using musical instruments.
Okay.
We take them into learning how to use piano, how to use keyboards, and trumpets, and all manner of things. So it will really keep them much busy, because that's when we have much time to engage in other activities aside academics.
Okay.
And so, but we still do a little academics just to make sure
to keep refreshing their minds. Okay, we all know that children learn more and faster through storytelling. Now, how do you think, coming from the angle of dealing with children and as an educationist that you are, how can storytelling and puppetry be used to foster children imagination? Since you say you are going to do something outside the curricula of the school.
During the time of old,
yes,
we neglected this storytelling, but the ones our parents told us really made impact in our lives, and have helped us to have some more knowledge of things from experience. So we have this storytelling, poetry, the rhymes and other ones. So by the time they develop this skill, it helps them in future.
Yes.
So we try to create a scene. Let them think outside the box. Just think of what interests them better. So by the time they speak out on those things, we'll be able to guide them and correct them. So this one is the one that you should go into, and this one is not the one that you should. So this story also helps us to imbibe new knowledge. Even their English language, their literature, and their history also. Because at times, by the time we tell the story, we also bring in the history of Nigeria, the history of different parts of the country, even different parts of the world, to make sure they learn new things that is outside the academics.
Very interesting, because while we talk about all of these, when long holiday is coming like this, you tend to see parents, another long holiday is coming, these children but again, you see parents planning a lot for their children. Probably some will want to take them on vacation, but now that we are talking about how to involve children to be more creative in their learning activities. Now, from your own point of view, how can you say children can be encouraged to express themselves through what you mentioned, like dances, choreography, learning? How do you intend to make them come out boldness to stand?
This aspect is the psychomotor domain. Some children actually are not academically sound. But there is no child that is dull. They operate at different levels. But you would be so shocked at some, the way they bring out their skills, because all this will help to bring out skills. In God-given skills in these children. So you engage them. So by the time you engage them to practice this, practice that, you see that they bring out their best. And children always like to be relaxed. Relaxed when they do things that interest them. They'll be more focused. It's very, very interesting onto them. They're very things that interest them. They put in their effort. So by the time we bring all these things, you see that a child will suddenly exceed exceed and in fact
The
excel.
expectations of what
Yes,
they have.
of what you have. So you find that this child, yes, knows this, and this child has interest in this. So we have a lot of things that will make them keep them busy.
Okay, we want you to really spell it out for us. Some of the DIYs, that do it yourself acts that children can get involved with. Like you say, some children are so reserved, and this is the time that they have all the time to practice it on your own. Let me keep doing it. Let's see how the talent inside of them can really come out. Yes. So how do you intend to do it this time around?
So what we do is that we bring a personnel.
Okay.
Some of the staff too are very good. So we use them, we practicalize them. So as we do, they also follow. Like bead making, you teach them how to go about it. We have a catering craft where different dishes are also prepared. So they learn how to prepare so many things that ordinarily they don't know. Or some, of course, at home, some of them might just relax. Or mom can do it, mom is doing it, so why should I bother myself? But when the child comes to school and start learning, doing it, you see, you put interest. He wants to learn. He wants to do it. Yes, I have a student that after practicalizing one of them, the mom was so happy.
Wow.
The mom videoed the
because
child.
at times you see the mom, they are still growing, they can't really do anything.
Yes.
They can't really do anything.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And when you give them such opportunity,
they go extra miles.
Yes.
So the mom videoed and sent back saying, "Wow, thank you very much."
Wow.
She bought everything, and the child was practicalizing it in the kitchen. She just videoed the child and sent it back to the school. Says, "Look at, thank you very much. We are grateful that this child can at least do this, do peanuts, do this cake, do this." So that's what we do, and we also have musical instruments. We invite those that are good in music and playing drums. We have drums. Some learn how to play drums, trumpets, guitar. So this violin, so which also helps to improve. So by the time they start practicing, you see some children excel. In fact, they have interest in music.
So long holiday virtually is a time to practicalize and express
yes, so
yourself.
We have so much time. At
that time. Yes. Okay. Now this next question interests me so much. Talking about mathematics. Yes. Growing up. Not even growing up, there are sizable percent of students that do not like mathematics.
Yes.
But in your own case, we want you to tell us how can maths can be put into games and puzzles that will interest students to pay attention to and learn more.
Sometimes when you want to teach them mathematics, especially the younger ones, we use songs.
Songs, why?
We use songs. So by the time you sing it, a song, the child will not forget. So by the time you are teaching the child, you make it like a song. 1 times 1, 2 times 2, 3 times 3.
And it starts from
there. They start from there. So once you come to school in the morning, they just go into that. So by the time they go into that, you see that it sticks into their mind. Mm-hmm. So if there is a formula, algebraic expression, you just form it, into a song. And by the time they sing it 1, 2, 3 times, it sticks. At times we use some abbreviatives, like we can say, okay, we want to area of a triangle, for instance. Okay. So you can tell them, this is what it is. Okay, so by the time you do this, they get it. You emphasize, re-emphasize. You emphasize on it. So by the time you re-emphasize on this daily, they will get it.
Wow.
They will get it. You bring it down to their learning, to their level. Especially if it's a nursery section, you already know how to use shapes, identification, you put them for them to identify. So if it's the primary, level or the basic school, you already know what to do. And if you come to the junior, secondary, and senior category, you also have.
Okay, interesting. Now, this is a technological era.
Yes.
What do you think how children or students should leverage on this technology, like taking some courses online and learning themselves so many things online? How do you encourage that, especially this holiday?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
We do.
All right.
So we also have computers. That's
Okay.
why we talked about coding.
All right.
And robotics. So they learn a lot of things online. So there are also some courses they take online.
Okay.
So we have some videos that teach them what some things. We encourage them, but they should be closely monitored.
Closely monitored, very important.
It's time for us to say our goodbyes on the program. As usual, I remain your host the most, Omoide with Erese, and I'll always be here with my bestie.
Je m'appelle Oguntayo and I'm Percy Justina.
Speaking French now, from Jordan to Sweden.
Adios.
Important, very
Closely
important.
monitored, because at times they'll be distracted and go into other things that you don't want. So you have to really guide them so that they will not go away from the truth.
As we round up the discussion and in your final words, we want you to talk to our children out there. Holiday is coming in less than some days.
Yes,
we'll
ma'am.
start the long holiday. What they can do on their own and what parents and caregivers can do to their children during this holiday.
Well, thank you very much. So during this holiday, I encourage our parents. I encourage also the guardians. I encourage the caregivers, because some parents also are very busy. They've also already entrusted their words into the hands of their caregivers, which is also not the best. So we encourage them to involve them, enroll them into schools, lessons, extramural lessons, where they can learn very new things, especially extracurricular activities, which will boost their self-esteem, their self-confidence. It will boost them, and also teamwork. They work with other peers, for them to really get exactly what will benefit them in life. So gradually, as they take it little by little, they improve and become perfected in them.
In everything they
Yes.
do. All right, thank you so much for your time with us as you've been able to take us through holiday activities, ideas to boost children's creativity and learning, and you have told us how we can use storytelling. You can involve them in the dancing, learning of so many things, and this is the time that you could let them express what the talent that they have inside of them, because they have enough time this time.
ma'am.
We do appreciate your time,
Thank you
Mrs.
very much,
Okoro
ma'am.
Perpetua,
Yes,
an
ma'am.
educationist and also the principal Kemford Academy.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so
God
much
bless
for
you. I
coming.
appreciate you. Thank you very much.
Okay, the program is Good Morning Abuja. Let's quickly go on this quick break. Stay with us, please. We'll be right back.
us to say our goodbyes on the program. As usual, I remain your host the most, Omoide with Erese, and I'll always be here with my bestie.
Je m'appelle Oguntayo and I'm Percy Justina.
Speaking French now, from Jordan to Sweden.
Adios.
Are you interested in being up to date with the pacey world of sports? Our rebranded Capital Sports is the finest bet for your doing so.
So, join us every Thursday live at 3 p.m. on NTA Channel 5 Abuja to talk sports for your viewing pleasure. Remember, you can be a part of this #1 sporting program. Join us on the analysis, views and opinions.
Welcome back from the break, and it's good to know you have rejoined us again on the program Good Morning Abuja, and it is coming to you from the Unity Station, NTA Channel 5. We are going to talk about health, talking about effective or access to primary healthcare delivery in the Federal Capital Territory. And with us this morning, we have the former Executive Secretary, FCT Primary Healthcare Board, also the Chairman and Director, Regima Community Care Foundation, as well as General Secretary, Health Sector Reform Coalition. Help us welcome Dr. Iwot Ndayo to the program. Doctor, you are welcome.
Thank you so much, my sister. God bless you. I God bless you, 5.
All right.
Thank you, my people out there, Abuja.
Okay, now we are talking about health, and this morning we want to look at critically the effective or the access of primary healthcare delivery in the Federal Capital Territory. To start with, take us through the key components of effective primary healthcare delivery in the nation's capital.
What is primary healthcare? Primary healthcare is democracy of health.
Okay.
Health for the people, health of the people for the people and by the
and
people.
by the people, all right.
That is simple. That is what primary healthcare is.
Okay.
So let us put government on one side and put people on the other side. Primary healthcare is a system, it's an approach that allows both government and community to work together.
Okay.
But we are so more fixated because of where we are coming from, that we were looking at the healthcare from the colonial days when the Western forces brought in healthcare, West African forces brought in healthcare to Nigeria. And you were seeing people go to institutions. Have you seen a doctor today? Have you seen a nurse today? Mm-hmm. But healthcare, better for us, into something that we know since 1978. Primary healthcare, government of the people, for the people and by the people. The people are critical, are central. You have to place people there, work with them, plan with them, and deliver what they want. So it is customized according to the people. But that is not happening because we are putting so much pressure. Government has allowed pressure to be so much on them that they cannot give primary health care. So they are pushing themselves to the community. Community is just there, docile, and waiting for government. Oh, government has not given me hospital. Oh, government has not given me trust. So primary health care is beyond that. So let us put it in the proper perspective.
Okay.
That where the National Health Act 2014 has defined national health system, including the village health committee, the World Health Committee, private practice, traditional practitioners, that is, herbalists, they are part of the national health system. But have we realized this? So government takes it upon himself, government with its partners, the funders, WHO, UNICEF, they all go to government and they come down to the community just to tell community, let us do this together. So private health care is not happening properly for us. And then we are trying, the National Health Act has given us the guidelines. The National Health Policy 2016 revised has given us the guidelines. So why are we not key into this? The Basic Profession Fund has given us primary health care. So what is happening? So in fact, I will give it to FCT.
Okay.
That for FCT, the critical governance structure or requirement to have primary health care operationalized has been in place since 2019. That is the legislation, establishment legislation for primary health care, which is directly adapted from the National Health Act 2014. That means, that is to say, FCT is already in tandem with the requirements of the national framework for operationalizing primary health care scheme.
Okay, doctor, having given us all this background information to how we can have effective access.
Yes.
Now, you say you brought it down to the community.
Absolutely.
Now, I want you to spell it out specifically for us. How can primary health care services be made accessible and equitable?
Just as I said, that community is critical in primary health care. So we have community, we have other sectors, agri, education, and we have, of course, equity.
Yes.
So with all these ones, equity cannot be ruled out. So if you take anyone out of that tripod, there's no primary health care. So if you take out community, there's no primary health care. You take up other sectors, there's no primary health care. You take off equity in service delivery and in access, there's no primary health care. So the three of them must exist. Okay. That is what you see the Minister of Health has come up with the SWAP approach. SWAP approach is sector-wide approach that is bringing in all the sectors together. So it's not a new concept. It has been there for decades. But Nigeria, because of the new minister now, is bringing out that now. So the community is critical, and the disabled access, they must actively be involved in primary health care. Otherwise, they will be short-changed. So we want to mobilize community resources. So if I make a plan to have immunization in this community, the community should be involved. Then we now cost it with the community, and we now say, community, what do you have to contribute? This is the total cost. This is what we require. We require personnel, we require vaccines, we require logistics to take people from home to house, refreshment, meals, everything. We put it together. Community, we can give you personnel. So the cost of personnel is taken away. We can give you motorcycle to help transport that. We take off. So at the total budget platform, you see community contribution, government contribution, UNICEF contribution, WHO contribution, all the partners, the sectors coming in for that election to happen, we have their own contributions clearly spelled out. That is the primary health care. Okay. So now when you don't do that, then somebody is being shortchanged. Somebody is kept away, and primary health care is not happening. And so we will agree with this is what is going on, and we don't want that to happen. So community, the voices of the citizens, not the General Secretary of the Health Sector Reform Coalition. So we take the citizens' voices and we magnify that for government to influence government policies and the way of doing business.
You're talking about the voices of the community. I know you are spelling out some of the roles the community plays in primary health care, access and delivery.
Yes.
I know you have more to talk about, talking about making the community be so part and parcel of the access.
Actively involved.
Yes.
Actively involved. So that is why the National Health Act 2014 has defined the role that you have got to make the community managerial structure for primary health care or for health, so to say. So you should have the village health committee, that a village or community that has at least 500 population should have a committee made up of the village head, the women group, youth group, the underserved, the people with special needs. They put them together, they form that, and they discuss about the local health problems. What can they do to make their health? So they have the World Health Committee, that the chairman of the village, let us say in a ward, you have about 6 village health committees. So the 6 chairmen will be members of the World Health Committee, and that will not give them a voice. The citizens will not have voice. They don't discuss about the what problem, the what council is a member that is to take off the resolution of what they have discussed here from the World Health Committee to the council and discuss with the chairman of the local area council, so to say, and they take decision that will be directly fashioned to address the specific problems of the community. But are we doing that? No, we are not doing that. So when you don't establish the community structure, managerial structure for health, it cannot happen. FCT has that in their law. The FCT Primary Health Care Board Act 2019 gazetted has that structure. So it is just for the minister, the secretary to health and environment to make sure that this structure is established. So we have over 1,000 communities in FCT. Probably not all of them will be up to having village health committees. We can have about 500 village health committees in FCT to discuss health. Imagine what would happen to access if that is done. So they will be actively involved in monitoring the facilities and asking tough questions and making demands for services, because they should know.
Okay.
So when this is not happening, people are just sitting down there. Oh, government is not giving me hospital. Government is not giving me medicine. They don't know they have a role to play. They have a voice that can be defended in the court, because the act shows that when you go to the court, you can sue government for leaving you behind. You can sue government hospital for letting somebody not get the treatment he or she should get, because the minimum service package for private healthcare clinic, private healthcare center, they are all known in FCT. So it is just for somebody to make the demand and be organized into that system and structure as provided for by the law.
So the access and effective delivery of primary health care is a responsibility of everyone.
Absolutely.
Everyone.
Absolutely.
Now
you must know.
We must know.
Exactly.
You will take us through how the healthcare system in the FCT and beyond can be strengthened. But we are going to respond to that when we come back from this break.
Thank you.
All right.
Yes.
Okay, let's quickly go on this quick break. We'll be right back to continue with the discussion. Stay with us, please.
I welcome you on today's ride on the show Good Morning Abuja.
This is Window on Abuja.
We have everything it takes to compete with any nation all across the world.
How do we make it? We are ready to produce.
I've been contributing to the development of your kingdom.
They know my story. Hello and welcome to Young Hearts.
Our focus today will be on hepatitis B.
Ladylike.
This is Entertainment Gist.
In the 14th century, 15th, 16th century, and even 17th.
There is for zakah to cure our greed.
The purpose why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala decided to create humanity.
The Bible talks about a man called Apollos.
This is NTA Abuja Channel 5.
See you same time.
And have a great and blessed week ahead.
Welcome back, and if you've just tuned in, the program is still Good Morning Abuja, and it is coming to you from the Unity Station. We are here discussing the effective and access healthcare delivery in the Federal Capital Territory. Before we went on that break, Doctor, I say you're going to talk to us more on how we can strengthen the effectiveness of the primary healthcare delivery in the FCT.
Absolutely, you say so, and I'm here to let people know. Let our people know what they should do, what should be done. Governance, strengthen governance structure, let the authority involved. The Minister of FCT or the Minister directly involved with overseeing primary health care and the health sector, then the Secretary to Health and Environment should intentionally establish all the governance structure as spelled out in the law. We have the Hospital Management Board that also has Establishment Law 2019. We have Primary Healthcare Board that has Establishment Law 2019. We have the Health Insurance authority that is yet to be to have their own establishment, but the bill is already there. Let that bill be made to come into being and act to be enforced. So funding should follow that track, and they should do it very fine, so that the structure from the FCT to the local government, area councils, and the community will be established. Number one. Number two, the financing, because when the law is there, the financing will be following that law, and appropriation that is guided by legislation is more transparent than when you are giving money to people that do not have the establishment law. So it is very good that the minister should look into this and make sure that those agencies that have establishment laws should be funded properly, because you can easily track what they are spending their money on. Number three, the community management structure for health is a must. It's a legal issue. It's a statutory function that we must intentionally realize. It is there in the law. The national health system cannot be abridged by you not empowering the community to be organized into committees. They say committee approach. The village health committee that will discuss and push it to World Health Committee, they will now roll it over and take it up to the chairman or in council, who will now appropriate for the committee. Their plans will be robust and will touch the life of the people that need the services most, which is primary health care. So, and then lastly for me, the sectoral interactions, that we should have the sectors, agriculture, education. If you look at FCT, they really tried. When you have primary health, you have primary health care facility, you have primary UBE. So that you see they do education and health coming together. In many villages, we go to villages in the FCT, even the ones right inside, if I mention one here now, like Dogorua in Abaji, like Zagabutu in Kuje, they are quite right inside the Odu, all those areas. So you see primary school. So they can give you that health education, that interaction with gathering with the extension workers from agriculture, agricultural sector, public works, helping them to make access roads. You are having, even in the traditional way, you use community resource, the human power there, to give them the kind of bridge or the kind of access road that can accommodate the kind of transportation that they have.
Okay, you are someone that is
we can do that.
You are a practical doctor on the field.
We are
you have gone into operational. You have gone into the hinterlands, the community. Tell us, what are some of the strongest obstacles, barriers for the community not accessing the
number one, capacity. Many people are not informed. Just as I'm doing now, we have done. Before I left, we established 55 village health committees or what health committees in FCT out of 62. But as I speak to you now, I don't think they are functioning. But Abuja area council, almost 12 of them are functional. I challenge you to go to Abuja area council, private health care. You will see that many of their wards, they have 12 wards in our mark. I'm very sure that at least 6 of them should be functioning optimally. They are meeting monthly. That is what we will desire. So 62 wards should have that properly constituted and they should work. So the greatest challenge for community participation is that ignorance I'm telling you about. They don't know how to contribute to health services. They don't know that it's a matter of right. It's their right to do that.
You're right.
And if somebody will come and be in charge of your private care facility and call himself a doctor, he say, true, community association worker. He will be there cheating you, not introducing himself properly. So the law says we should introduce yourself properly and let them know your boundaries. I can do 1, 2, 3, 4. I cannot do 5, 6, 7, 8. And I see 5, 7, 8 in my community. I can establish 2-way referral system that we can refer people to where they can do it, and they send you back to us. I will take care of you. But they take over and they deceive the people. The people are dying of ignorance. Then capacity to rule, leadership. Many communities in FCT, their rulers. I'm sorry to say that they find it difficult because of survival activities, socio-economic situation. They find themselves struggling for what to eat and send their children to school than to contribute to health. But if you can organize them into health committees and you train them, there's a module for training. The building that diversity can combine both health and economic activity together and still contribute to their health situation.
We have so much to talk about on this topic. But quickly before I let you go, because I've been given time, I want you to. This is internet era.
Yes.
How can we leverage on our internet to make access to primary health care very effective as we talk about strengthening
digital health? I told you that for 2 days we have been on a retreat on a forum discussing digital health. So we want a solution that we can look at mobile health, where you can have app on phones. You just need small this phone, then you Android phone, you put your app there. Anybody anywhere you can have access. And we are also looking at a solution that you are having SMS. You can use SMS to get access to healthcare for things that uncomplicated issues that can be taken care of in primary healthcare facilities. So primary healthcare subsector of health even has more leverage that you can use in taking, because it's mainly preventive. So we can easily send messages to people, clear the bushes around you. But it is the season of red, and you have bushes everywhere. Puddles, don't allow puddles to come in. So it is even more appropriate in primary healthcare that technology could be deployed to that.
I think we need to continue on this discussion, but quickly before I let you go, your final word as a roundup.
My final word is that let people be empowered, power to the people so that they can access health and the demand for health. And then let the minister for FCT and the coordinating secretary for health in FCT do the needful. Let us have the governance structure and support the system. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Doctor, for your time with us this morning. Very impactful and engaging. You have taken us through the roles community on themselves have to play in service primary healthcare delivery, as well as the government. We do really appreciate your time with us this morning, as we have talked about the access and effective primary healthcare delivery in the Federal Capital Territory and beyond. Thank you so much, Dr.
Thank you. Thank you, TFI. Thank you, everybody.
We do really appreciate you.
Appreciate you too.
All right. Okay, the program is Good Morning Abuja. Let's quickly go on this quick break. We'll be right back after now. Stay with us, please.
Good evening. Glad to have you join us.
Thanks for joining us on Weekly News Wrap.
Thank you very much for having me.
And it is on that note we welcome you to today's edition of the program.
I will celebrate creativity, lasting impressions.
There's no book stating that this is the role for men.
On the news.
On the news at 7.
Jama'a barkanmu da wannan
The Unity Station, NTA Channel 5, Abuja.
Would say have a lovely day.
Good to know you are still there. And now to our entertainment segment on the show. Let's go enjoy some musicals together. Stay with us, please.
I be the things that you will be my sweet sugar cane. But you're the weapon fashioned against me. Toss them, forsake me. Karate on every basis. Feelings are just fickle, oh no. Taxi driver, can you take me home? I can't feel my soul. Hate this feeling, I'm better on my own, on my own. Your screwdriver, make I drill your hole. Papa Mezebo, I'm better on my own, on my own. I don't see something. Somebody comfort me. This is show me shaking what's my name. Somebody comfort me. Look what you made me do. This is so terrible. Coming like the before.
Music, they say, is life and is food for the soul. Do you agree with that? I did, because I really enjoyed myself back here in the studio. And now for sports lover, let's go to the world of sports to bring you information from there.
Nigeria's under-19 women's basketball team has secured a spot in the round of 16 at the FIBA Under-19 Women's Basketball World Cup, despite losing to Portugal 79-61 in their final Group B fixture. The team will now focus on the knockout phase, where they will face a team from Group A. This achievement showcases the team's determination and potential, and they are expected to make a strong run in the tournament. Meanwhile, the home-based Super Eagles defeated Remo Stars 1-0 in a friendly match, with Anthony Ijeoma scoring the winning goal. The team is preparing for the 2024 African Nations Championship CHAN under coach Eric Chile, and this win has boosted their confidence and morale ahead of the tournament. In other news, the quarterfinals of the CAF Women's African Cup of Nations are set, with Nigeria facing Zambia on July 18, 2025. Other matches include Morocco vs Mali, the tournament in its knockout phase, with 8 teams competing for a spot in the semi-finals. The match between Nigeria and Zambia promises to be an exciting encounter, given the teams' past encounters and current form. Finally, Nigeria will participate in the Maiden African School Games, scheduled for July 26 to August 5, 2025 in Algeria. The team will compete in 10 disciplines, including athletics, football and basketball, under the auspice of Association of National Olympic Committee of Africa. This is a great opportunity for young Nigerian athletes to showcase their talents and gain valuable experience on a continental stage.
That was the information we have for you from our world of sport to you, especially our sport lovers. And next on our segment is weather forecast. Let's see the weather prospect for today. And with the weather forecast, we conclude today's edition of the program. How time flies, but we have to go so we could create room for other programs we have for you on the Unity Station. And we thank you so much for being part of our program this morning. Join us tomorrow morning again for another interesting edition of the program Good Morning Abuja. And from all of us here, we say do have a lovely day today. I've been your host, Deborah Abba Usman. Good morning.